What's going on, YouTube? Toxin here with another video, and today we got to talk about the Nintendo Switch 2 reveal because I got some things to say about that. So let's go ahead and watch the trailer. It came out yesterday morning. We'll play it and we'll talk about it. Yeah. So I got some things to say about this. Slightly bigger, okay, in size. And I like the ASMR vibe. It's kind of cool, I guess. Alright, so that's a new feature. You got a new stand this time. Instead of that little stick from the original Switch, now you got the whole thing. Okay, so it's bigger, slightly bigger. And it's using a magnet this time, no more rails. Sticks don't look too much better, but I'm sure they're improved. And I'm pretty sure they got rid of the stick drift problem. The snapping. So there's some snap-in Joy-Cons. Mario Kart. There's your new dock. They really want you to focus on that snap. 2025 coming out this year, which that was kind of a shocking. Wasn't expecting that. Exclusive games and Switch games. Well, there you have it. Gotta be honest, it's not very impressive. When I saw that this morning, I was excited in the beginning, and then I watched it and I was like, well, all right, it's not very cool. It's not very exciting. They didn't release any specs. They didn't say anything about the hardware, what it's gonna play like. Now, hardware is the most important part because one of my biggest problems with the Nintendo Switch is that the hardware is complete trash. I mean, I know it's a couple years old and it's been some time, but the last game that I played on the Switch that really gave me a hard time was The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. I was hoping that when that game came out, they would have fixed a lot of the issues with the frame rate drops that we had with the Link to the, well, not Link to the Past, the Link's Awakening remake that came out on the Switch. Really, really bad. Really bad performance on that game. It was so bad that modders had to mod it to get it to run smoothly on PC. But then I didn't really like running emulators on my PC for the Switch. I downloaded an emulator one time, downloaded a game, and right away I got an email from my internet service provider that they tracked my packets and they found out that I was downloading games. So stopped messing with that. That game ran really bad, and it was kind of a shame because Breath of the Wild didn't run like that. Tears of the Kingdom didn't run like that. So I didn't understand why this 2D top view game was lagging so bad. It was just unacceptable. Shadows Generations, that didn't run very well. I saw some reviews on that, so I decided to go with the PlayStation version. Even though my Switch collection is my biggest collection, I tend to stick with 2D games, arcade games, ports, things like that. And I'm not expecting my Switch to be a full size, a full powerful console the same way that a PS5 is. I understand that my PS5 is my PS5, my PC is my PC, and I understand my Switch is what it is, but it has to be able to run at least consistently 30 frames per second. Some games should be able to run at 60, to be honest, if you're asking me. But that, that's preferential. At the very least, 30 frames 30 FPS locked. Okay, I don't want to play another Zelda game where it's stuttering and lagging. That drives me crazy. If I had hair to rip out of my head, I'd rip it out. It's just unacceptable. The thing about this console too, the Switch 2 doesn't look very colorful. It's not bright. The Joy-Cons are primarily black, so it looks very boring. There's not really much to say about the Switch 2. Now, a lot of people are saying that they didn't plan to release this information until much later in the year and that this happened because of all the leaks. That's most likely true. I'm not going to dispute that, and really there's no evidence to say for or against it. There's probably more evidence for it than against it. I don't know, but it doesn't matter to me. I'm not sure if I'm going to pre-order this until I see hardware specs, because if this is going to be a slight upgrade, which, I don't have too much faith in Nintendo. They haven't been the greatest company. They haven't innovated the way they used to innovate. I'm going to have to hold off. But again, that trailer wasn't very impressive. Didn't look cool. Joy-Cons weren't very colorful. They're black with the slight, the red and blue like the old one. This might just be a Switch Pro, and they're calling it the 2. We don't really know. The number 2 implies that it's a new console, but it doesn't look new. It just looks slightly bigger with new, instead of rails, it's a magnet. This was done very, very quickly, so maybe they didn't plan on revealing this and they just had to throw it together because of the leaks. I don't know, but I'm not impressed. We got to do better than that. Nintendo's not what it used to be. Exclusive games, they didn't show any, so we don't even know if they have any. And this is coming out in April, which is a few months away. So if they were that close to the release date, they should have more prepared by now. So, I mean, we'll see. The dock is dock. It doesn't look any different. I don't know. You let me know what you guys think. It's just I guess it's a big boner killer. There's not really nothing to be excited about here. So, we'll see what happens. 30 FPS, man. If we don't get 30 FPS, I don't want it. Get it away from me. That was the big problem with the Switch, is that everybody had to put... that's another thing, too. The Joy-Cons weren't very comfortable. So we had all these extra docks and extra Joy-Cons to make it more comfortable. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, you guys let me know what you think in the comments below. Like and subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.